I had a lot of experience in the Lux record where we did a lot of like co-writes for the label. They would take me and at the time the original guitar player Rich. Usually it was just the two of us. Sometimes it was the whole band, but rarely. But they would put us in a room with somebody we didn't know, a songwriter. We wrote with a lot of really great writers. We've got to work with Neil Avron, who did the I believe Meteora record for Linkin Park. I mean, it was just some phenomenal writers. But the skill set I learned was like when you do a co-write like that, they send you in a room and you have maybe 2 days. I usually fought for 2 days, but sometimes it was just one session. Like you got 6 to 8 hours to, from scratch, write a song, record it as a demo in this room with whoever it is, and submit it to Warner Brothers, right? And hopefully they like it or they don't. Some of those songs ended up making it to records over the years, but a lot of them didn't. But the thing that I learned and the thing that I gained from those experiences was being able to kind of get into the creative space on command. I don't really feel like I ever have writer's block where I can't write anything. I have times where I'm more or less inspired, right? I think that's an ebb and a flow of life in general. But if the cards are down and I need to write something today, I always can. Uh, it's just a switch now that I can turn on.
Was it a kind of a learning curve to kind of write that quickly at that amount of time, or were you already kind of sort of adjusted to it?
No, it was a learning curve in those co-writes for sure. That was all new experiences, and for us at the time, we had just gotten signed to a label, to a major label. We were super excited, and there were, I'll spare the long story, but there was some regime changes at the label, and the new guy that came in didn't see us the same way that the guy who had signed us saw us, and he really wasn't. I think if he'd had his way, he would have shelved us, and we would have never even released Lux. Luckily, we did, and we're still here doing the thing. But I was real mad about the whole thing for quite a while. I know at the time Rich was too. I did my best to push that to the side. I won't speak for how he handled any of that stuff, but a lot of those songs ended up being written about the fact that I was mad that I had to do co-writes, or that I was mad that the label was telling me what to do. I think Pay for This is one of those songs off the first record that's very much inspired by my aggravation with my situation, being told what to do and feeling like the label, like, you signed us. Why don't you trust the songs that you signed us for to be on the record? Because that's why you signed us in the first place. But now you want me to go like write, fucking Shinedown songs, or not that I'm bagging on Shinedown, but we're not them. There's already a Shinedown. You don't need me to write their songs for them. They're already doing a fantastic job. So there was a lot of angst and a lot of bitterness in some of those tunes.